Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Hill. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Edmonds on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 3, Bills nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Down Buffalo.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On second down, it's Hill. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 27.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
They're not even trying to do it.
Cardinals. Brian Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on second down. Allen. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now Callaway on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Hill. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Hill. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked. And in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, there's young guys who can move around a lot. They keep plays alive so long.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Cardinals 20, Bills 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
At their own.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. If there's any type of...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen on the left side, he finds Beasley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Allen's pass.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was defended.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen finding Brown for a Bills 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Bills 7. Zane Gonzalez.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not...
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
31-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
This is Johnson. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Juwan Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that is incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now Allen off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
But it brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
To the 49-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Today's final score, Cardinals.
Charles, it's
41.
one thing to win. It's another thing to win in